Introducing the blue team.
Randy the Monster Keith. Busty always cool Calamari. Jeff High Precision Eagleston. Greg Twiggy Raymond. Jim the Machining Madman Kibbe. Michael the Iceman Hagador.
And introducing the green team.
Tim Superman Burkett. Ted the Boss Joe. Adam Motorhead Johnson. Sean Get on the Bus. Roy Motorcycle Mitchell. Eric the Steelman Rides. Let the mayhem begin.
Two teams have come together to participate in manufacturing Mayhem, individuals from local industry. They have 16 hours to complete this project. Tim, could you tell us a little bit about what kind of tools they're equipped with?
This tubing bender. Where art thou?
These teams have at their disposal a fully equipped machine shop, including manual and CNC mills and lathes, a CNC brake press, and all the welding equipment they could possibly need.
Tim, the two teams have gone off into their separate rooms. They started their planning process. They have 2 hours tonight to get their plans together, get a purchase order ready, and start their projects in a week. What do you think's going through the minds of the teams at this point in the game?
Well, here we can see Blue Team already starting to sketch up what their design is going to look like, what the steering is going to be, what their drivetrain is going to be. They have access to a McMaster-Carr catalog where they can spend up to $200 in their budget, as well as any of the raw material they can find on the MTI floor.
Well, I'm not so concerned about the throttle. When we start you up and you're strapped in, we put that baby up. It's like running your lawnmower on high. That's all you get.
Team Green contemplates whether to use a four-wheeled cart or a trike-type design.
There's a lot of create.
He's filming our hiding place.
The sprockets do that? How's that working?
You can get the sprockets.
Yep, large sprockets, $20.
Plus we want to spec other ones from McMaster-Carr. Well, we're going to do a belt. Plus we can't use sprockets unless we have a clutch.
Team Blue has made a great deal of progress in defining their strategy and have a very clear game plan going forward.
Green has decided on a very important part of their entire design, and that's the idler pulley assembly. This is how they're going to be engaging their drive by pushing an idler pulley up against the belt to tension it while they're driving.
Team Blue is wrapping up their purchase order. They have a good plan in place. They know what they need to purchase, and they're ready to move forward into the first night of construction.
Yeah, as long as we're going to bend some tubing, we're going to make it big, and we're going to start custom fitting. And
Indeed, Blue Team has spent all of the money that they have in their reserve, and they have a fully developed bill of materials that they can submit to us.
And what's the price?
No, I mean what your diameter. So you have to specify.
And what page is that now, Roy?
Team Green is clearly in a rush to get their purchase order together. They've identified only 2 items for their order, an inadequate amount of material to move forward with this project.
Both teams have now run out of time in their planning session. The next time they meet will be on the production floor on the first day of the production phase of the contest.
Engineering is all this. And it all begins here. Jamestown Community College is the premier community college in New York State. And why not? JCC offers a high transfer success rate, great internship programs with local manufacturers, and one of the best engineering faculties around. Choose the affordable engineering education. Started at Jamestown Community College. Engineering careers start here.
Everybody, both teams, you're both allocated a tool chest with ample tools for the evening. If there are additional tools you need, there are additional tools in the shop. We do ask that you return your tools to the tool.
Day 2 begins, and the teams are presented with the tools they're going to be using to fabricate their go-karts. Toolboxes have been supplied by Matco. Lincoln Electric has supplied MIG welders. Helmets, gloves, and wire are supplied by Welder Supply.
Green team, you still have a pretty significant amount of your budget left.
Not much time to spend it.
So you've got some flexibility if you run into some problems or some last-minute engineering decisions.
You ordered 2 things, okay? You ordered a step cone V pulley and a cast iron V pulley. Where's the cast iron? Is it that one? Okay, that's one.
Looking good. You're looking good. How's this floor plan? This is all we need.
That's awesome.
You're looking for the material. Need a rear axle. Not finding it.
Where?
Inside of what?
Yeah, I don't. The way you got the motor in, I don't understand.
We'd have to get this slide.
Yeah, surrounding this tire and mounting this somewhere.
Put a seat on top of here.
Course, yeah.
And how are you going to tighten the belt up?
You have to be on sliders.
Yeah,
to
either.
his feet.
I got another simple idea too. That
Go for it.
run it direct drive, leave it mounted, lift the end.
I was wondering if we could do that though. I don't know if how we
Simple
got
pull.
This pizza here is for the blue team.
Ta-da!
This is for the blue team.
Da-da-da-da. Tell me what's going on. Give me an update where you guys are and how things are looking.
We're trying to get some brain power here.
That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Do it.
We're working on our hope theory and all this type of stuff because the bandsaw seems to be holding us up the longest right now. Because everybody's got all these big
Things to chunk off.
chunk off, yeah. So we're trying to get that in motion, and then we're going to step onto our steering. So,
All right. Very good. Your design is feeling good. You're feeling good.
Excellent.
All right.
We're gonna move now.
As Team Green is enjoying their pizza, Team Blue seems to be making a great deal of progress.
Question is, do we do this in the back? One in the back with motor off to the side, or in front of it, maybe above it.
go with a regular steering wheel, okay, free up his hands to drive, and let him use foot control for that motor.
We could do this like a three-wheel golf car style.
But I don't think we're going to be up to any kind of speed that's going to be even critical.
Green team is finally starting to come together. They're starting to work the problem and come up with a design that they can actually implement. Gentlemen, tell me a story. You had 2 hours last time to plan this thing. You had a nice fat bill of materials. You had some really neat sketches. Where do you stand today? You've had a week to think about it. Are you still on the same page? Tell me a story.
We're basically on the same page. We're moving right along. We're getting our motor mounts together. We're getting our wheel mounts together. and we feel comfortable, right, guys? We're gonna win it. Oh yeah,
that's right. They're already talking trash. That's good. That's good. That's good.
We're doing great.
Very good. What are your thoughts? I mean, how are you going to clutch this thing? How are you going to pull it in and out? What are you going to do?
Well, we're gonna use a pulley. If we told you we'd have to.
Is that right? Is that right?
Yeah. We're gonna use a belt and pulley. We're just gonna put a tension around the belt so that we can just go and give it some power. Our engineer has figured all that out, and yep, I hope so. He's on the right page, no question about it.
All right, sounds like you guys are feeling good. You're bigger, larger in life. God love you. Holler if you need anything.
Okay,
thanks, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And then it's going to be a matter of the hub. You got to tell me what you want for the hub.
Okay. All right. Then I can. Really, I mean, is this just going to be a slice off, or how you going to that hub detail of that is? I mean, it's going in. Okay, you're going to have your bolt pattern.
All right, gentlemen, tell me a story. How's it going here? You've had some time to plan. You've been thinking about this. You had 2 hours last time to figure out exactly how you're going to attack this problem. Tell me where you are and what you got.
It ain't a pretty picture. It ain't a pretty picture.
Changed everything.
Tell me how many wheels?
We're gonna have a 3-wheel cart.
You're gonna go with a 3-wheel device.
Yes. We're gonna decide whether or not we're gonna be direct drive on the back shaft, or if we're going to go to single wheel drive. We're gonna make that decision. Hubs will be the same, so that we can make that split decision if it doesn't run right.
Okay, so you're making the most general sense. So at the last minute, you can decide what's gonna give you the best performance. Right. Cool. I like it. What else are you thinking?
We've changed it from having a foot operation on the steering. We're going back to a steering wheel
because
we were going to have a tricycle setup, and we're going to go back to hand operation with a steering wheel.
Sounds tremendous. Sounds like you're in good shape. Sounds like you got a lot of work in front of you. Oh, yeah. God love you. If you need anything, just holler. Thanks, John.
All right.
We got a break in the welding action, so the welders are in here eating some pizza while the brain trust figures out the next move.
Don't go too crazy. Give us some room and get it. Move the motor around, whatever we need to do.
Okay. We'll plug that up in here.
Busty, how'd Jim do on pouring those out?
He did a great job.
Is that right? Good fresh fit on those.
Absolutely. Look at that. It's been there just nice.
Perfect. Gorgeous. All right. Your business. Very good.
Good man.
I want to know what's going on here.
Well, what we got there is our rear axle assembly. We're doing something unique. We're going to run with one rear wheel.
Very interesting.
Very cool. One in the back, one drive wheel, and have 2 up front steering.
Very good.
We've got a big pulley to put on the shaft. And a couple of pillow blocks that it's all going to spin on.
Now, what made you decide on one for the drive wheel, a single wheel? What was
we're going back and forth about the open rear axle or having a solid rear axle. It just seemed like this was a good solution.
Very cool.
Give us an easy solution.
Sounds good. How about these? These look exceptionally. Tell me about these. These look exceptionally cool. What do we got going on here?
One of the things we put some time and effort into was these front wheel hubs. We got some needle bearings in there, so they're going to spin real easy.
Very good. So I saw Jim boring these out before. Is that right? And then you press fit these bearings in there.
Press fit some needle bearings in there.
Very good. Very good.
We're making hubs right now to adapt these to the wheels. So these will be attached to the wheels, and then we got our basically our steering mechanism.
Very cool. How'd you bend this up? We don't have anything to bend this up in-house. What'd you do?
That's right. We thought about that.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. It's a secret. Manufacturing secret.
We just cut them out of square tube. Yep.
Very cool. Very good idea.
It used to be one piece of square tube.
Oh, look at Greeny Spies. Greeny Spies.
They're watching. They're watching. Looks great. Good thinking. You guys are innovative. I like what I see. A lot of neat stuff. Keep up the good work, gentlemen. You're doing a great job.
Say, I'm an engineer. I don't get dirty.
Tell me a story. You guys, your design is coming together here. I was a little bit worried last time when we had the planning session. But you guys look like you're the kind of folks who, when you roll your sleeves up and get into it, things fall into place. I like what I see here. Everybody's working hard. It's teamwork. Everybody knows what they're doing. Everyone's got a job. Really cool to see. Tell me how it's coming together and what your strategy is.
What you see is what you get.
That's right. What you see is what you get. So we're looking at, we're going to be driving in the back. I see you got some pillow blocks. Tell me a story. Come on, pull it together.
All right. Take over.
Guess what we went with? Going with a solid rear axle. We're going to spin that solid rear axle.
Very cool.
Only going to spin one wheel though. We're going to keep that one wheel's moving pretty freely. That way we can turn pretty freely.
Good.
Going to help us out in the slalom a little bit.
Very good. Well, how are we steering up front? What do we got going up here?
We're going to come in one wheel design.
Pick this up and show me how that works, somebody.
Where's our little portion?
Can we get you to sit in it again?
Oh, we got to pull the motor for this one.
I want to see how this thing's going to look and how this is going to work.
We're coming again.
Very cool.
Whoops. Oh, man.
We just broke the spot.
Yeah, we're not ready.
That's okay. You can respot. Totally equal thing.
We're going to come up a little bit like a three-wheel golf cart a little bit.
Wow, look at that.
A little forward, kind of steer it the same way. Going to come off with a little swing arm here for steering. Don't need a whole lot of radius, I don't think, so.
That looks great. That looks very interesting. Very novel, very interesting design, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming together. I like it. You guys are working great together as a team, and you're making it happen.
Team Blue and Team Green are wrapping it up for this evening. They've done a fine job of work this first night. It does appear that Team Blue has taken a lead going into the third day, but we'll see how things go tomorrow.
Engineering is all this. And it all begins here. Jamestown Community College is the premier community college in New York State. And why not? JCC offers a high transfer success rate, great internship programs with local manufacturers, and one of the best engineering faculties around. Choose the affordable engineering education. Started at Jamestown Community College. Engineering careers start here.
I think it's interesting to see how the different teams have tackled the problem of getting their moving wheels and their axles attached to the actual body of the machine. This team has used a couple of pillow blocks in the back with a single axle with both wheels connected. It'll be very interesting to see how this device handles with both rear wheels connected to each other and the steering in the front. Could be a potential problem for this team, but we're going to have to see what happens and play that one by ear. Very different approach to the whole business, okay? You see they've got their back wheel and it's really free and spinning very, very well. They've got two pillow blocks attached to their axle here on the back wheel, and if you look inside here how they've attached the wheel to the hub, they've welded, you can see they've welded the wheel to the hub all around. Could be interesting, could be a potential stress point, potential failure point, I don't know. It was a very interesting approach. Looks like they centered it very well, and it'll be very interesting to see how this device handles on the day of the race. Another day.
Sweating already.
Oh yeah.
When we get this thing together.
Ready to go to work.
Our guy that machined our holes in there, he's 3/8 of an inch too big, so we're going to put 3 degree bends on here to get our holes into tolerance.
Tim, at MTI, we've placed a lot of emphasis on bringing in as much state-of-the-art technology as possible. Could you speak to this piece of CNC equipment?
Absolutely. This is a computer numeric controlled press brake that Randy is working on. At MTI, all of our equipment is state-of-the-art.
say this is still the best.
Team Green has the semblance of a chassis starting to come together.
In the meantime, Team Blue is working on points for style with an air scoop.
And Tim, we've been very fortunate in having the support of companies like Lincoln Electric and Welder Supply to help us enhance our programs, as well as be able to put on programs such as this.
Busty, can you tell me a little bit about what you got going on here?
We got the steering mechanism all done. We're now going to fix the steering wheel shaft in place. We're going to pin that in place. We're going to mount the steering wheel, and I think we got this pretty much under control. It's looking pretty good. We feel comfortable with that. We're working on the rear drive system now.
Very good. What's this wire or this bent piece I see coming forward?
The vent piece, this one here, this is what's going to engage the belt or the drive system, so that when this is pushed in, it'll engage the belt and will drive forward. Hang on, Busty. Hang on. Okay. Get that section right down. We're kicking butt.
Team Green is moving forward incrementally, but still has not pulled it together as a team. Tim, do you have any insight into what they're doing here?
Yeah, it looks like they're machining the pulley that's going to be attached to their drive shaft. But you're absolutely right. Up until this point, they have not been able to work together as a cohesive unit. I'm thinking it's time to pull them aside and give them a little bit of a pep talk, see if we can get them back on track. Okay. So you guys are starting to drag a little bit. You feel like, a little bit overwhelmed. There's a lot of work left. You only got 3.5 hours left.
I lost a couple hours right there at the beginning. Lost a busyness, so
this happens.
Catch back up. So.
But if I look at your device, I look at what you got, your key or the thing you have in your favor is simplicity.
Yes.
All right? Your machine is simple. Keep it simple, stupid. And you guys are living by that, and that's a big deal. I look at the other device, it's complicated, there's lots of things on it. They have one problem. One thing goes wrong, and they're going to be in a heap of trouble. It's a pretty looking device, but you're going to have to see what happens.
Pretty reliable.
I think so. So let's get the intensity back. Let's get you out there. You can do this thing. I want to see it happen. It's great. All right, guys. In MTI's welding programs, we have well over 20 students involved. Today we have a visit from the parent of one of our students, Brian Schoolmaster's father.
Cavallero.
Steve Cavallero. Nice to meet you, Steve. Very good.
Dave Schoolmaster. Brian's my son, going to school here.
Very good.
Your name?
I'm Tim Piazza.
Piazza. You told me.
That's all right. I'm a professor at JCC, and I
Polish, right?
Time over here. That's right. That's a good Swedish name. That's exactly right. All right. So you guys are our resident experts. You come in from outside. You're going to give us your opinions on what you've seen today on the two designs we got going on the floor here and these go-karts. What are your thoughts?
Well, like you said, I kind of like the second one we looked at first, the trike.
The trike, that's the one with the single wheel in front for steering.
Yeah, because we weren't sure about the stability on the other side.
The other one doesn't look, the concept's there, but it doesn't look stable.
Because all your weight's sitting in the back.
I think it's gonna, I
interesting.
think it may go. I think that they're a little in the lead on as far as the engine and the clutch and all that type of thing. They got that worked out better than the other guys, but I don't know about the stability. It looks to me if they don't add another couple sets of little coaster wheels back there,
wheels.
They may have some sparks flying when they go around the curve. But,
very
all looks
interesting.
like they're really doing a good job, and
yeah.
they really seem to put a lot of effort into it.
Very good, very good. Well,
With an hour remaining, Team Blue is wrapping up their project. Tim, it appears they've put a few add-ons on this machine.
Indeed, they've got an air scoop in the back. If you look, they've got a custom exhaust pipe set up there, and they've even got a little spoiler on the top. These folks I feel like they're ahead of the game. As a matter of fact, they're even working on points for style.
It looks like they're ready to roll out of the shop and get this motor started and enter tomorrow's competition.
Should we go help the green team out? I think we're done.
You guys need some help over there?
Well, you know how they got those golf carts, and we kind of like got that style, you know, it's easy go?
Yeah.
Well, we got ours. Hope it goes.
Hope it goes. Hope it goes. Very good. Hold on, gentlemen. Looks like, Tim, come back. Looks like you guys are really pulling together here at the end. Looks like you're really putting on the juice. You've turned the corner here. You're really close. It's coming together. You can see your vision, could see your final design. Things are happening. You're really pulling together as a team. It's great to see. Any thoughts? I mean, you feel you're going to make it? It's looking good. It's looking good. Say something.
7 o'clock end date?
No, sorry, not. Not.
We need 3 rolls of duct tape, and then we're going to be done.
That sounds just fine. Let me go get some duct tape. Now, Blue has generously offered to come over and give you guys a hand. Any comments on such an offer?
Totally unnecessary.
We don't return the offer. That was put very well. That was put very, very nicely. All right, gentlemen. I'll quit bothering you. Get to work. You're doing good. All right. We gave Green Team your offer to help.
And what'd they tell you?
They said, no, thank you.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
If you're up, you're breaking. If you're down, you're in the game. That's very nice. Look at this assembly. Get a close-up on this assembly with the idler pulley and whatnot. They manufactured that from scratch, all on their own. Very good. I like that idler. Looks very good.
We're right down to the last couple of things we need to do. And then we're going to go out and throw some gas in it, and we're going to start
welding hose. See how they modified their idler pulley so that in one direction it's engaging the engine, the other direction it's braking the wheel? The clock is ticking for Green Team. Blue has already rolled their go-kart out, but Green Team is coming together and they're starting to really work well together. I have to say, this is impressive. This is really a neat feat of engineering and manufacturing. You guys had a really good team. You pulled together great. Tell us how it went, Busty. Give us a lowdown.
Everybody did a great job. You know, the engineering was terrific on the whole thing, and you know, everybody pulled together. Welding, the sheet metal bending, the machining of all the components and parts, everything went great. Really did, and everybody ought to be proud of what they did. No
Very
question
good.
about it.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you.
That's great. Looks
Thank you.
good. Can't wait to get it out on the road. See you around. Good job. All right.
Team Blue has rolled out the door, but Team Green is coming together. They're really turning on the juice right now. They've got very little time left. They've got roughly a half hour, but they're coming together. They've got their engine mounted. the frames in position, and Tim, any other specifics about the machine you want to mention?
I would say even more about the team. Really, they're starting to work like a well-oiled machine, and that's what it's all about. As soon as they started working together like this, things are really coming together for them.
Engineering is all this. And it all begins here. Jamestown Community College is the premier community college in New York State. And why not? JCC offers a high transfer success rate, great internship programs with local manufacturers, and one of the best engineering faculties around. Choose the affordable engineering education. Started at Jamestown Community College. Engineering careers start here.
This program has been created by the Manufacturing Technology Institute, or MTI. MTI is an educational institution created to serve the local community by providing hands-on technical training. Students who participate in our programs range from high school students exploring career opportunities, to displaced workers, to local professionals learning new skills to apply to their current jobs. The Manufacturing Technology Institute is a partnership between Jamestown Community College and the Manufacturers Association of the Jamestown area, and is dedicated to providing the best regional opportunity for hands-on manufacturing education, giving students the expertise they need to succeed and delivering the high-tech skills that local manufacturing requires. MTI currently offers hands-on training opportunities in 3 different fields. These are welding, machining, and maintenance. Our welding program includes lots of hands-on experience with shielded metal arc welding, gas metal arc welding, and gas tungsten arc welding. We are also working towards rolling out an associate degree in welding technology. With our industry support, this is the kind of degree that will give students tremendous local employment and advancement opportunity, as well as the chance to transfer to partner colleges for a bachelor degree. The machinist program begins with a significant amount of hands-on time on manual machines. Once these are mastered, the student moves on to computer numeric controlled or CNC type machines. Our maintenance program has at its heart courses in electrical systems, mechanical systems, and hydraulic systems, and prepares the student for maintenance in an industrial setting. Students can take individual courses or sign up for some of our larger programs. All of our coursework is designed to provide the hands-on skills necessary to succeed and excel in today's manufacturing workforce. If you have any questions on our educational offerings or would like to visit and tour the Institute, please contact us at 716-487-9595 or stop by. We're located right across the street from JCC.
Welder Supply has been locally operated since 1946. Welder Supply is your one-stop source for all welding and cutting requirements. The area's largest stocking distributor, Welder Supply offers competitive pricing. Welder Supply has a trained and knowledgeable staff that provides same-day, weekly, and on-time deliveries. Welder Supply offers products of the following companies: Praxair, Avesta Polarit, Walters, Thermodynamics, Tweco, ESOP, Victor, Harris, Jackson, and Welder Supply is your local Source One Lincoln electric distributor. If you have a welding need, contact Welder Supply.
Manufacturing Mayhem is where it's happening, but the blue team will kick.
The competition has been broken up into 2 parts. The first competition was the timely completion of the vehicles. Both the vehicles were completed on time, so therefore no one had to forfeit. maybe with a little help. Okay, competition 2. There will be a series of timed races. And this will be a best out of 3 event. We will begin with the drag race. Best time wins. This is a combined competition, so you'll be racing side by side. It's a 1/10 of a mile drag race. Each team will be allowed 1 false start and 1 stall out apiece. Competition will be the jousting competition. Again, this is a best time wins event. Each machine will compete individually. Each car is equipped with a lance, which you gentlemen installed very nicely. With this lance, each team must pick up a series of 4 rings. You see the 4 rings over here in the concourse. We have constructed a series of 5-foot high structures to hold the rings. Each ring missed or knocked to the ground is a 5-second penalty. Okay, the following event will be the slalom race. Again, this is a best time wins competition. Each team will participate individually in this competition. Each team must navigate a 10-cone slalom course. There's a 5-second penalty for any cone that is knocked down, to answer your question.
We can't touch them though. You can't touch, you can't knock them down.
You have to slalom the cones.
But you can touch them, you just can't knock them down. We're trying to get all kinds of everything we can get out of them.
Oh, these guys are sharp.
Save seconds.
As long as they don't fall down, you're okay.
It would seem the blue team has run into a little bit of a problem.
Absolutely.
Come around, come around. It would seem, whoops, sorry. Seem the blue team's run into a little bit of problem. Blue team's step pulley seems to be freely moving against the axle. The initial suspicion is that the set key was never tightened. That's what they're checking right now. Also, they notice there's a tremendous amount of heat being generated between that pulley and the belt.
Still lightly, don't touch that pulley.
Let's jump up to the next pulley and retighten it.
You don't want to run that one at all?
Nope, they lost their pulley.
Blue has now retightened their set screw and are ready to take advantage of their false start mulligan. We're going to race again. It would seem the blue team has stalled out right at the starting line. Green team fires off towards victory. Green team has officially taken the first of the 3 events.
Is that good?
Really busting on us here, too.
This is the drama, dudes. This is the drama.
We're going to go ahead and get the green team going.
This is the drama.
This race.
Okay, we're having a well break.
This is the drama, man. They have a weld break in the front left wheel.
We run it back over and back it. We got one weld open. It's only a matter of time it's going to fall out.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get you out of here. Let's get it on the truck real quick. Get it on the truck. Where's the truck?
Right there. Go for that truck right over there.
Well, apparently the blue team had some problems with the belt, so they've got some issues in terms of actually getting the vehicle moving. Secondly, they had a weld break on their left front tire, so they're in some deep trouble right now. They're going to try to do some quick repairs.
The first part of Team Blue's emergency repairs was welding the front left wheel back to the hub. So what are you going to do to get enough tension, gentlemen?
Let's use the big side of the pulley.
Okay, you're going to use the big One of Team Blue's problems seems to be that they can't put enough tension on their belt using the idler pulley. As such, the belt has been rubbing against the step pulley, generating a tremendous amount of heat and burning that pulley up.
Why do you think that pulley's dead?
They've instead machined a brand new pulley, which they're going to be installing and using so they can continue the race.
Let's try it.
The official ruling from the judges is it is a legal pick. At this point, the games are tied, one for blue and one for green. Well, the race has been run. Green team took the flat-out race. Blue team has taken the joust. All that's left is to reveal the times on the slalom.
Thanks for the slalom. Green team performed in their best time, 21.94 seconds. Blue team performed their best time, 22.98 seconds. So green team has won.
Come stand on that.
Our driver.
And that concludes the event portion of Manufacturing Mayhem. Both teams performed absolutely tremendously. They were great sports, and in the end, Green Team won it by just a second.
You guys did great. You had an excellent design, an excellent machine. You had troubles at the beginning. Tell us what you think was the Achilles heel of this device.
Pulley.
The pulley.
The pulley killed us.
Pulley. What happened with the pulley?
Overheated, fell apart.
It was aluminum.
Yeah.
Should have gone with the
Maybe
cast iron to
steel,
begin with, or the steel,
a little more
something.
tension on the belt.
A little more tension on the belt. You wouldn't have rubbed as much.
Yep.
All right.
Created too much heat and melted it.
Otherwise, an excellent machine. I mean, I would love to see this thing run with a steel pulley on it and see what you guys could do. Definitely. Maybe we'll put one on and we'll just play with it, right?
Sounds like fun.
Sound all right?
Yeah.
Now you had the problem. You had a little bit of a problem with the front wheel. You got that fixed, no problem. Then you went back and I saw while that front wheel was being fixed, somebody jumps on the lathe and starts machining a pulley.
That's
all right? Yeah, that's all right. I mean, wasted absolutely no time. You know, made hay while the sun was shining, and suddenly you got another pulley, and you ran what, 2 races with this pulley right here that you made in about 5 minutes. All right. Yeah, but again, it goes back to being creative and making it work. You guys did great. You guys really came down to 1 second on one of the competitions.
Well, it was a great competition, and it was a great effort by both teams. I'd like to thank our local sponsors, and those include Welder Supply, Lincoln Electric, Cummins Engine, Jamestown Electroplating, the Industrial Development Agency, Elite Graphics, Cusimano's Collision, Gary's Car Star, and I've Been Framed Frame Shop, as well as Easy Go Textron, Hector's, and Rob Sigler Photography. This show has been developed in cooperation with Time Warner Cable 8.
Welder Supply has been locally operated since 1946. Welder Supply is your one-stop source for all welding and cutting requirements. The area's largest stocking distributor, Welder Supply offers competitive pricing. Welder Supply has a trained and knowledgeable staff that provides same-day, weekly, and on-time deliveries. Welder Supply offers products of the following companies: Praxair, Avesta Polarit, Walters, Thermodynamics, Tweco, ESOB, Victor, Harris, Jackson, and Welder Supply is your local Source One Lincoln Electric distributor. If you have a welding need, contact Welder Supply.
This program has been created by the Manufacturing Technology Institute, or MTI. MTI is an educational institution created to serve the local community by providing hands-on technical training. Students who participate in our programs range from high school students exploring career opportunities, to displaced workers, to local professionals learning new skills to apply to their current jobs. The Manufacturing Technology Institute is a partnership between Jamestown Community College and the Manufacturers Association of the Jamestown area, and is dedicated to providing the best regional opportunity for hands-on manufacturing education, giving students the expertise they need to succeed and delivering the high-tech skills that local manufacturing requires. MTI currently offers hands-on training opportunities in 3 different fields. These are welding, machining, and maintenance. Our welding program includes lots of hands-on experience with shielded metal arc welding, gas metal arc welding, and gas tungsten arc welding. We are also working towards rolling out an associate degree in welding technology. With our industry support, this is the kind of degree that will give students tremendous local employment and advancement opportunity, as well as the chance to transfer to partner colleges for a bachelor degree. The machinist program begins with a significant amount of hands-on time on manual machines. Once these are mastered, the student moves on to computer numeric controlled or CNC type machines. Our maintenance program has at its heart courses in electrical systems, mechanical systems, and hydraulic systems, and prepares the student for maintenance in an industrial setting. Students can take individual courses or sign up for some of our larger programs. All of our coursework is designed to provide the hands-on skills necessary to succeed and excel in today's manufacturing workforce. If you have any questions on our educational offerings or would like to visit and tour the Institute, please contact us at 716-487-9595 or stop by. We're located right across the street from JCC.
There you go. Give us some action shots or something. Come on. Give us a...
Can you put hair on me?
No, he said that camera takes 20 pounds off.
Okay, just look
Can you
right
make
at the
it
camera.
50?
Good, that's it. That's all I need.
Again, ready? One more time. One more. 1, 2, 3. A pickle figure. Keep it going. Yeah, we need some footage. Ready? Let's go. Like you mean it. Like you're pointing at that mold. Well, you have to laugh. Some trash. Yeah, talk some trash. Come on. That's right. Trash.
Your card's gonna suck.
Alright, you guys just look like you're having too much fun.
Come on, we need some spikes. Somebody hit someone. Yeah.
All right.
Hi, Todd.
Hey, Tim.